Not only are we disconnected from who we are and source, the replacement has been so diluted that it's not nourishing. It only contributes to furthering the severance and destruction. Insecurity and inferiority is a motherfucker. It's truly a dangerous and deadly combination. The more you study history, the more you realize how far our oppressors really go to maintain control and strip you of yours. Evil and genius, ruthless, but calculated. Imagine coming across people so full of love, order, and divine structure that just by simply existing, a mirror is held up to you. A mirror that shows you everything that you are missing. Love, compassion, favor, and purpose. A mirror that exposes that your whole identity is the replication of something divine, but at a much lower frequency, with no true connection to source or the earth you stand on. Instead of learning with integrity and being humble enough to collaborate so we can live in harmony, the thirst for control, power, and greed motivated them to do what fear always does. Plot, scheme, flip the script in the most vile and animalistic way possible. That's the psyche I'm speaking on, just to expose it and provide another perspective. Because when you have knowledge of self, when you know you are a supreme being, you don't move from fear, jealousy, or a wounded ego. You move from source. That's the part that they could never replicate. So they rigged the game and made their ideologies king. Everything is out of balance by design. As you look around today, divine intervention is at play. Old systems and beliefs have to come crashing down before you can build a new on solid foundation. The craziest realization is we have been conditioned and groomed in environments that enable and almost force the feelings of inferiority and insecurity. We've adopted and implemented the same ideologies in how we see ourselves and how we move through life. Your own people will look at you the way you love and show up for yourself. Instead of being inspired, they internalize your evolution and revelations. They create a subconscious competition, comparing the divinity they see in you to the lower vibrations they live in every day. What they don't account for are all the funerals you had to attend for yourself just to be able to show up in authenticity. Understand this. Everything has a price, and the debt isn't always paid with physical currency. We are now in a new phase, in a new world. Those who can think independently, seek and apply knowledge of self, move with integrity and accountability will thrive. Everyone else will be left behind. When you actually think about the reverse renovations that took place on our psyche, our identity, and ideologies, you would get how it all makes sense. No matter how inhumane or diabolical the tactics, they all make sense. Especially when you analyze and are honest with the impact that they've had. Any living being that's disconnected from themselves and their source are the easiest to manipulate and conquer. Not only are we disconnected from who we are and source, the replacement has been so diluted that it's not nourishing. It only contributes to furthering the severance and destruction.